Alright, what's going on YouTube? This is Fufftopia here with Oscar, one of our players. So Oscar, tell us what you played and what we're doing here.
Well, I played Dragons since last format and still playing them to this format. They're still good, but I don't know, people complain about them, but there's still outs to them.
Alright, what was your last tournament at?
YCS San Mateo. Such a bullshit event. Such a really horrible venue. Konami is falling down the ladders. It's just bad.
So it's Konami's fault. Alright. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get down to the profile. So take it away, Oscar.
You run 3 of each dragons, so the total of 12 dragons. And Blaster and Tempest are like my favorite ones. And Pops, Searching. Redux is still 3,000 booty. So there's pretty much that's all it is to him right now.
Okay.
And then you run, I run the double Corseska, the guard as a level 1 dragon tuners and searchable by Tempest and Blaster. And then of course the double debris. This card's pretty busted. And he's a card of constant as target and wind. I still run the troopers, but they're probably gonna get kicked out pretty soon. Especially with 6th Sense coming out. And one of them's going out.
So what are you gonna replace the troopers with?
One of them is going to be a 6th Sense, and I'm probably just going to leave it like that because right now the deck is currently at 41.
Okay.
I'll leave it at 40. I only run double Veiler after testing. 1 isn't enough, 3 is too much, 2 seems right for consistency basis, and triple Maxi, it's for the mirror, a redox target, and it stops players from continuing. And the 1 Scarecrow to draw with the Maxi piece. If you have Maxi in your deck and you don't have an out to an OTK, then why the hell are you running Maxi?
Okay.
Down to the spells. I'm running Dark Hole still. The Sark. Book of Moon. The Jaw powers 3 card of Continents and 3 Sacred Swords. Only running 2 Ravines right now. I might bump it up to 3 just so I can see it more often, but it still does the job at 2. The most busted card in this deck is Return. It just instant OTK, gives you every resource you need back. It's just too good of a card in this deck. I run double Raigeki Break, Destruction, get rid of those Imperial Iron Wall that screw me over, Emptiness, just hate, and double Emptiness. You play around it, it stops your opponent, and if you have a Colossal or a big beater on the board, they really can't have a big answer to it most of the time. Now to the side deck. The 2nd Scarecrow for the mirror, or maybe like Karakuris or any really OTK deck. Electrovirus, the same concept. There's actually a lot of machine decks out there, a lot of like Gadget Redox or Machina Redox or the new Gigia support they're gonna come out. So Fancy Fire Ferret. I don't know about this card yet. It's come in handy, but at the same time it's been okay. Hasn't been all that great, but it's really good against Evil Sworn though. It just destroys the Alpheon, gives you out. Triple MST for those Imperial Iron Walls, for the Golden sometimes, just any problematic card that I need to get rid of. Double Debunk for the mirror. It's magical against the mirror, stops them. And then removes their dragon, so they neg 1 essentially. Double Decree for those rogue decks like Fire Fist or any trap heavy deck. Double Skill Drain, same thing, rogue, it just annihilates it. And then the 1 Eradicator for Spellbook still. And you get this off, you pretty much win most of the time. Now for the extra deck. I still run the 1 Armory Arm. Still a good card. Orient gets rid of problematic Synchros. Double Black Rose. It's too good. Ancient Fairy Dragon. 1 Scrap Dragon. 1 Red Dragon Archfiend. 1 Stardust. 1 Crimson Blader. 1 Colossal Fighter. I run double Star Eater just because I love this card. It's a 32 beat 6 to get over Scarecrow, it gets over Battle Fader, and a lot of decks don't have an instant answer to this card, and sometimes this is just your win condition. 2 Draco Sacks, just it's just still too good of a card, and still comes out pretty easily. And sometimes you do need to go into the second one just to get rid of something, or bait out something that you don't want on the board. And then one big eye.
One big eye.
He's still such a clutch card, so it comes in handy even at 1. And that's it.
All right, is there anything that you would switch about the deck, or keep it the same, or what's up?
Side deck wise, I might kick out the ferrets, and maybe the Eradicator. I'm not sure yet. Still debating on that. For the main deck, I kind of want to add a non-aggression area to it, just because it shuts down the mirror.
Okay.
Other than that, the deck is solid. It's dragons, still consistent enough.
Alright guys, so this has been Fufftopia's Evolution's first deck profile. Let's look at that, the dragon deck, brought to you by Oscar. Alright, comment, rate, subscribe guys, and Fufftopia making a difference, one card game at a time. Alright, take it easy.